Alright guys, so today I'm doing a ML430. We're doing the power steering pump. It started whining. So basically you gotta take the water pump fan. There's a big nut over here that you gotta push it down so it won't screw. Take that off. You got your fan cover housing. It has two bolts. Basically one over here. Then you gotta take the little clamp as well out. If not, it's not gonna come out. You got one there, and you got one on this corner here. 10mm, I think it is. You take those two. The shutter housing comes out. The fan comes out. You gotta take the serpentine belt out. You got, this is your tensioner. It has a 16 or 17 nut on the bottom that you move, and then you got your you got to put a pin on it. Once you tension it, you put a pin on it so it will hold it in place. You take your belt out, and then you have your power steering. Obviously this is the housing, or another housing, the reservoir that goes in here. It has a clip. It's this clip right here. You take that clip off. You have two hoses attached to this thing. One is the one that is down there in the bottom. It connects to the side of the pump, and then from there you got you have like 3 bolts. Let me see. You have on the back of the pump you have 2 bolts. You got 1, 2, and it's basically. Let's see if I can put you guys there. You can see that hole, those 2 holes right there. That's at the back of the pump. Okay, that has two nuts on it, 2 studs. And then on the front of the pump, you have another 2 holes. So if you can see, that goes over it. It goes like that. So that's one. And you got the other one on top. Take those 4 bolts out, and then the pump just comes right off. And then when you take the pump off, you get your new pump. Going on well, dude. Get your new pump, and you start putting it the same way that you took it off. You start putting it in. That's pretty much it. You pull those guys on, and then you put the ones on the back. Make sure to align. You put your hose on the side, your housing, and that's pretty much it. And from there, you've got to assemble the whole drive belt back on. Now you have a 17 belt on. So there you go. That's how you do a power steering pump on a Mercedes ML430. Just do a little recap again of what you have to take out. You have to take out your fan. You knock it down towards the floor. That way it will start spinning, and then you take it out. Comes out, you have your housing. It has 2 bolts on the bottom on each corner of the radiator on the bottom. And you gotta take the little clip off. After that, you gotta take your serpentine belt tensioner off with the 2 bolts. It has 2 bolts, one here, one here. You gotta put the pin on before you take it off. That way you can hold it in place. And then you have 2 bolts for the power steering pump, one there, and then one on top. Then the 2 on the back, and then the housing, the actual reservoir. It has a bolt that goes right here, and then the back it has the clip, that C-clip that holds to the back exit of the pump. So after you do that, then you can put it back on, and then repeat the same process. So that's how you replace the power steering pump on the ML. Make sure that you don't tie it all the way down. That way you can put the back bolts in. And once they're in, then you should be okay to tie everything down. Alright guys, like always, till the next one, subscribe, share, help me help you, in other words. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know, and I'll try to answer anybody as long as I have the time for it. And yeah, alright guys, till the next one, later.